Kala Moonstone is a light gray, mostly neutral fountain pen ink that's pigment-based and waterproof. I have poured it into an empty platinum bottle because I prefer the platinum bottle for the ink reservoir it contains, helping me get every last drop out. Nevertheless, Kala Moonstone is one of my favorite inks. Another favorite ink of mine is Iroshizuku Kiri-Same. Like Moonstone, it's a gray ink. However, I can't call it a neutral gray. Kiri-Same has a warm reddish tone. It's a dye-based ink that is surprisingly water resistant. This is another Iroshizuku ink that calls itself gray, Fuyu-Syogun. While Kiri-Same has a warm reddish tone, Fuyu-Syogun is cool and blue. Here's a close-up of these gray inks. The arm and the hand are drawn with Kiri-Same. The jeans are Fuyu-Syogun. The shirt just visible is Moonstone. This is why I've grown to love gray inks. They are very rarely a neutral gray. They are usually, in fact, colors with very low chroma, very low saturation. I would even go so far as to say Fuyu-Syogun is more blue than gray. At this point, I'm beginning to lay Kala Moonstone down on top of the Iroshizuku inks to try and tamp down their colors some more. Platinum Carbon Black is also great for covering neutral grays if you use hatching or stippling. This illustration is of a night scene. At night, our eyes continue to see color, but it's very unsaturated, almost monochrome. So I want the drawing to reflect that. I want color, but color that's muted, almost washed out, yet still there. Sometimes even Kala Moonstone doesn't appear completely neutral to me, especially when placed beside other inks. Sometimes Moonstone looks to have a greenish tinge. That's part of the nature of color. It can change in relation to the colors around it. And that's also what makes grays so beautiful. They can come from and be influenced by any hue. I'll spend a minute right now to lament the passing of Kiri-Same. Last year, Pilot announced it was discontinuing this great ink. When I heard that, I bought 2 more bottles because I love it too much. This reddish gray has a quality that I find hard to describe and that lends itself so well to drawing the human body and skin. It's not the color itself. Skin is not reddish gray. But there's a luster to this ink that brings a glow to whatever you're working on. It shades beautifully and jumps out at the viewer. So, yes, I love Kiri-Same. I've been unable to find another ink that can replace it. If you know of any candidates, let me know.